Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Leo tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
The neighboring nation of Liyue has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet.
Да в смысле значок превышает 2 гига? Ты чё, охуел?
Every journey has its final day.
А как мне тогда? Не понял. Почему 2 гига весит?
Welcome. How can I help you?
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Truly is fascinating.
The neighboring nation of Liyue has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet.
Ancient alchemy.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
And a radish veggie soup.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
You're also here from Mondstadt's wine, aren't you?
Welcome. How can I help you?
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Стрим. Привет. Блин. Мисклик. Ладно.
Violet grass is a plant that enjoys a moist environment and is best picked after it rains. If you should choose to pick any, be sure to store them appropriately.
Income. Hey! Don't blink.
One with my book.
Speed of light.
Solidify.
Трим.
Forth my blade.
Don't blink.
Stabilize.
Speed of...
Ага.
This is order.
Don't blink.
Stabilize.
Incoming.
Боссы, 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 боссы.
Add. Add as.
А, я думал, мне это показалось. А? Уже?
A touch of frost. Gather. Forth my blade. Solidify. Gather.
Incoming. Hey! Hey! Ha! Yeah!
Что? Ты только что что-то сказал, я не услышал. А. Я уже понял. Хоу. Джоджо референс, да?
Gather. Swift and merciful.
Да ударься ты. Ничего.
Stabilize. One with my blade. Stabilize.
Позорно. Ты не понимаю.
Stabilize. A touch of frost. Solidify. One with my blade. Stabilize. Order guide you.
Don't blink. Nowhere to hide. Incoming.
Gather. Forth my blade.
Osmet. Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where men...
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle. Try this.
A touch of frost.
Poor timing. Not bad. Not bad.
Stabilize.
Passable left. A fine opportunity. Passable effort. Run all you like. You've made some progress.
Stabilize.
You've got a trick.
Swift and merciful. Retribution. One with my blade. Gather. This is order.
Speed of light. Cut to the chase. Income.
Видосик только выгрузился.
Stabilize. A touch of frost. Die here. You're cut above.
О, неплохое перо.
It is time, Morax. We settle this now.
Swift and merciful.
Fisher!
Verdict is
Solidify!
Speed of the pace! With sword comes shadow.
Solidify!
gather. A touch of frost.
Atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Пошел ты нахуй. Да не тебе, ну ладно.
Today, you witness your reckoning!
Stabilize.
Я который от ЖХ, он меня достал. Да пофиг мне, он меня бесит.
Don't blink.
Вот то...
Stabilize.
Detestable!
Forth, my blade. Where did I go wrong?
Обожаю этого босса. С его сплэш-атаками на всю площадь. У меня у всех по 100 хп, кроме Делюка. Делюка просто умер сейчас.
Solidify.
Он заслужил это? С1?
Fisher!
One with my blade.
Я спросил, шарлатаны они или нет, они сказали нет.
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Nowhere to hide.
Solidify.
You stand upon your tomb, though you know it not.
Order guide you.
Experience an eon of suffering.
Одни сплошные сплэш-атаки, серьезно. Welcome to Genshin Impact.
Stabilize.
Swift and merciful.
Dust!
Retribution.
Меня бесит только его сплэш-атаки, которые прям мощные. Хотя у него одни атаки идут сплэш-атаки. Нет, самое главное, от одних я просто уклоняюсь, от других я просто щитом деда защищаюсь. Который чуть у меня не умер. Вроде уклонился. Понимаю просто. Меня это бесит реально его атаки. Ну алло. Что за постепенный урон воды? Как это снять?
Shifting sands, no doubt the mountain's permanence.
Forth, my blade.
Ну, уже так забыл.
From whence you came. A touch of frost.
Crumble.
Воу, воу, воу.
Stabilize.
Dust!
Gather.
А нам он даже не писал.
Swift and merciful. My flame.
Никак.
Income.
Gather.
Experience an eon of suffering.
Ага. Да.
Stabilize.
Что параша? Такой жирный босс.
Thank you for coming on such short notice, Honorary Knight. I know you must... Well, to make a long story short, there's a particular matter at hand that the Knights requires your assistance with.
Это, как ты узнал, что как писать отчет? Понимаю. Погоди, откуда мы литру возьмем? А если я не буду, не брал ничего на это? А без книги если? На практике объяснили, прикинь. Блин. Не хочу писать. Так не хочу.
Yes, it has been one thing after another recently. Neither myself nor any of the Mondstadt garrison are able... I have recently received multiple reports from the Knights of someone within the Lawrence clan having close dealings with the Fatui.
The Fatui? But who are the Lord?
There was a dark period in Mondstadt's history when the aristocracy ruled over the city. The hard-won freedom that followed with the first dandelion. The aristocrats that had oppressed the people of Mondstadt were none other than the Lawrence clan.
Oh, Paimon gets it! So the clan's descendants are now scheming with the bad guys to carry out—
We suspect as much, though we have yet to obtain any solid evidence. The reason I summoned you here today is... Unfortunately, the Knights of Favonius and the aristocracy have been at odds with one another for as long. We've already considered every possible way of resolving our differences, but it seems the descendants of the aristocracy remain antagonistic towards the Knight. No matter what stance we take when dealing with them, the outcome is always the same. Our efforts only result in— We could come knocking on their door on the grounds of a search warrant, but if the investigation were to come up empty, I'm afraid tensions and all of our past efforts would have been wasted. You are in fact the best candidate to represent the Knight, but you need not emphasize your role as the honorary Knight. You are a traveler from a distant land, and you can approach the aristocrats in this way. Once you come to friendly terms—
Whoa! Leave it to Master Jean to come up with such a
Perhaps such plans have become second nature after all. The name of the Lawrence clan member in question is Schubert. Lately, he can often be found strolling near the northern... It is said that he is difficult to get along with due to his temperamental disposition, but if we approach him calmly, then... Thanks again for your help. If you run into any snags along the way, I'll do anything in my power to support you.
Короче, надо помочь. Паша, ты не поверишь, до чего у меня руки дошли? До задания легенд Сеолы. Бывает.
Who are you?
Hello! We're here to—
Hello? Did I hear you correctly? Hello? Huh. And I suppose you think that you can simply strut up here and greet me in such an ignoble and vulgar manner? Given that I don't recognize you, I can only assume that you are a traveler of some variety. I'll have you know that you are speaking with the Shu. If you wish to address me, you'd best consider your words more carefully. Such nonchalant manners are inadmissible. Now, if you're somehow capable of understanding anything I've said, then you will get down on your knees.
That's etiquette? Paimon's never heard of something so complicated before.
In former times, when people knew their place and respected traditions, such conduct was only basic courtesy when greeting a nobleman. And neglecting your manners would result in a swift whipping. But look at the world now. Rules have been thrown to the wayside and manners forgotten. I cannot bear to see such degradation. What did you say? You dare question the dignity of the... I'll have you know that though the Lawrence clan is in decline, myself and others of noble blood are looking for a chance to restore our rightful honor. Just look around. The people are unruly and undisciplined. I, however, strive to retain the elegance and etiquette of the nobility. Save your words. I find your manners and bearing repulsive. I have nothing to discuss. Besides, I am in no way obligated. Now I have more pressing matters to attend.
So this is what Master G meant by difficult to get along with. Let's head back and talk.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share?
Well, if it isn't the honorary knight. I'm just on my way out to gather some intel. Huh? Judging by your expression, Master Jean tasked us with a special assignment, but things seem to have run aground for the moment. No need to get down on yourself. Sometimes things just don't turn out as planned. You just have to keep at it and never give up. Hey, why don't you let me try to... Master Jean asked us to build a connection with someone named Schubert Lawrence. But it turns out that he's a peculiar character that doesn't listen to anyone. Especially Paimon. Aha, Schubert! I know him. Let me guess. He said you didn't have any manners. I've been on the receiving end of his lectures many a time. The Lawrence clan can be you mean everyone in the Lawrence clan? As aristocrats, they believe there should be a certain distance between themselves and common folk. I understand their thinking. However, there is one exception among the Lawrence clan. My good buddy, Eula. Buddy?
Buddy?
That's right. Not only is she from the Lawrence clan, but she's also captain of the Knights of Favonia's 4th Company. Eula is special. She's not quite like the other members of her clan. She has her own beliefs in it. In other words, however, she's still quite knowledgeable about dealing with the Lawrences. I'm sure you'll see what I mean if you meet her. That's strange. If Eula is a member of the Lawrence clan, then why would Master Jean choose us for the task? Well, it's a little complicated. Basically, the Lawrence clan has frowned upon the fact that Eula joined the Knights. Her family members don't particularly care for her. In their eyes, Eula is nothing but a traitor to the family.
Добрый.
She's very easy to get along with. Just explain the situation, and I'm sure she'll help you come up with a way to get along with Schubert. In fact, I think she's out in the wilderness on patrol this morning. You should be able to find her around Stormbear. Thanks, Amber. All right, you heard. Good luck, you two. I've got my own matters to investigate. Who would have guessed the Knights have a member of the Lawrence clan?
It's the usual. Футуем.
The Fatui? What are they doing here? Is that why Eula was sent on patrol here? Let's fight first and talk later.
Gather!
Swift and merciful. Forth, my blade.
Don't blink! Hey!
Stabilize!
Unfortunate fault.
Solidify!
Swift and merciful.
I guess.
Так же высокомерно, как все.
You don't think twice before reaching for your sword, do you? Do you have any idea how long I've been tracked and now you get to stake a claim? You think you're stronger because you got to them first? Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
What?
That's right. I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the Fatui. Not only that, you are making quick work of. If I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the credit. Still, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once can be dangerous.
Sorry, Paimon doesn't understand what you mean, but...
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch-enemies?
Arch-enemies? Wait a minute, you're...
By which I meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort two strangers guilty of stealing my targets all the way back to Mondstadt. Which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble. My vengeance would be swifter still.
Huh? So that's how you see all this?
Yes, that's me.
Paimon thinks she's pretty strange. Although at least...
You dare to call someone you've just met strange? Forget the aristocracy. That's rude even by normal... Speaking of which, how do you know my name?
This is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. And speaking of rude, we're trying to investigate if he's so obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to speak with us.
I understand now. That's my uncle, all right. But why do you mean to investigate him? I see. You have some nerve to faming a family member right in front of me. I will have vengeance for this too.
No! This is an assignment from Master Jean! It's just an investigation, that's all!
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumors and unwarranted gossip to lead to such suspicion.
Hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the ruthless rulers of Old
Oh, so that's what you think of me? Yet another transgression to avenge.
But, didn't you...
Curious. We've only just met, and you've already given me 3 causes for vengeance. It's been a while since I've encountered anyone as interesting as you. I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan. Only then will you finally be able to communicate.
That's right! Amber told us to come and talk.
Well then, let's begin your training immediately. It'll be easier to train when we're back in Mondstadt. We'll require other people. We can put that aside for now. Besides, if it's the acting Grandmaster's assignment, and Amber's the one who recommended me, I should comply.
Paimon's confused. This girl's all vengeance. Still, Paimon has met bigger weirdos before.
finally arrived. There's no time to spare, so we'll begin with our first...
Wait, hold on. There's something we need to clear up first. Otherwise it'll keep bugging us.
So that's still on your mind, huh? Maybe you're the ones who can't let things go. Don't worry. There's a time and place for exacting vengeance. Besides, I'm not in...
You need to be in the right mood for vengeance.
I already have a... Who knows how long it will be before I get to you? Absolutely not. Stealing my targets, calling me a ruthless ruler, and suspecting my uncle. All worthy of vengeance in my eyes. But you needn't worry, at least not whilst we're investigating this matter. I'm sure you're familiar with the phrase, a man of moral integrity fears no slanderous attack. If Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any such investigation will prove fruitless. But if he did commit a wrongful act, then he should bear the full punishment. I'm sure you understand. Good. Now, there are two key points that aristocrats attach great importance to: your manner of speech and your bearing. Let's begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have a very unique way of carrying conversation, even with mundane daily topics.
Oh, Paimon's already learned some, Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Not even close. And besides, it sounds strange.
Hey! Paimon learned it from you! To call others strange? It seems you don't respect the rules of your own clan.
No, I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities. Here, allow me... For example, when greeting a friend, you could say, "As the morning dew greets the coming dawn, so do I greet you, my dear friend." However, such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours. Also, the party with whom you're speaking must be of approximately the same status. Morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that friendship should not be measured by value. Yet also suggests that... Oh, no. You must be prudent with your words. Calling someone a good friend could easily offend them.
But didn't you just say my...
Yes, I did. But you must know in the Lawrence family, dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted, but not particularly close. It sounds much more pleasant to call an acquaintance. However, if you were to use dear friend to address an intimate friend, the recipient would think that you were deliberately trying to estrange them. This is only the first step in making a greeting. After addressing one another, you then exchange courtesies.
Wait! This is all too abstract. Perhaps it would be better if you gave some real-life
Very well. Come with me. We'll choose some bystanders to converse with.
Oh, you're Eula of the Lawrence clan, right?
You there, lowly laborer. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility... what comes next?
Huh? I can't make heads or tails of any...
Hold on. What did they always teach me? Whenever it is...
Is everyone from the Lawrence clan so strange? The days of the Lawrence clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't care what you're trying to do. Just beat it. Like I said, I don't care what you're doing. I have nothing to say to any member of the Lawrence clan. And here's a word of advice. I wouldn't be caught dead walking. If that's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself.
Hey! Don't leave! Halt!
Wow. The Lawrence name really does carry a terrible reputation.
Never mind him. I could have predicted it. acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility. Huh? Why don't you respond? According to the custom, I must wait until you kneel completely before I can say the next words. Ah, right. Fine.
Hey, stop bothering me or else I might say something you wouldn't like to hear. Then again, I've got no words for anyone from the Lawrence.
Again? What's with this attitude?
Yes, I don't think his attitude will change. If I keep grandstanding like this, the outcome won't be good. I'll remember your unwillingness. You there, lowly worker.
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. Our answer's always the same. I mean, seriously, can't you just take a hint?
Please calm down. We don't want to cause any trouble.
I know she's a Knight of Favonius, and that the Knights wouldn't misplace their trust, but the name Lawrence carries too much weight with it. Even to this very day, the descendants of the Lawrence clan are still scheming to reclaim Mondstadt and reinstate their... And if that wasn't...
You have a point. But mark my words, this transgression will...
Huh? You want to fight? Listen here, I may be no match for you, but I'll be sure to lodge a complaint with the Knights of Favonius. I'm sorry, but I want her to understand that I'm serious. Listen here, if you don't want things to get more unpleasant, then you'd better
Forget it. There's no point. It's all right. This...
Paimon thinks we've seen enough now. Actually, Paimon thinks we should apologize for asking you to demonstrate for us. We had no idea the feelings between the Lawrence clan and the...
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already a dirty word among every household in Mondstadt. Even 3-year-olds know the story. I see this kind of attitude all the time. Don't worry. What with me being a Knight of Favonius, they're usually willing to speak a few words with me. Perhaps my aristocratic manner of speech provoked them today. Believe me, it's not a big issue.
So this is the way things are normally for you? There's no need for them to direct...
That's the way things are. Perhaps it's just fate for those who have made mistakes. Accepting punishment is only fair, right? But when your family has committed atrocities, I'm afraid there's no... As memories are carried in the city breeze, the faults of such grievances are passed from one generation. At least I have a means of living a relatively normal life compared to the elders of my family. I have nothing to be discontented about.
Yeah! Why were you so willing to try...
Oh, that reminds me. That last person will not escape my vengeance either. Let's leave it at that. Just think of it as something I like to do. But unfortunately, you probably didn't learn much from those conversations. It seems we have no other choice but to find more people to talk to.
Right? Right? We'll just have to roll with it for now. Let's just keep Eula from getting anyone else riled up.
Well then, I'm glad you learned something. You're already halfway. A proper manner of speech is more aesthetic than anything else, but we must also practice your bearing. I have a very effective way of training for this. Come with me to Dragon's...
We should look for a place to take shelter. I'll be fine, but we don't want you catching a cold.
It's so cold.
If you wish to truly achieve the dignified conduct of an aristocrat, You must learn to remain composed and elegant even amidst... For example, you can see that part of the path up ahead is quite difficult to traverse. But a well-trained aristocrat would not only effortlessly proceed forward, but do so without a stain on their garment and their elegant...
Paimon thinks we've left the realm of aristocrats and entered the realm of adventure. Compared to what we've already seen, this should be a piece of cake. Paimon thinks so too.
You look pretty confident. All right, let's get started. That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. It'll be Remember. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again. That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again. It'll be difficult. Remember.
Yeah!
Еще.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Feeling a little off.
Heart be pure, evil be erased, mind be purged, world be... I always forget that last part. The scourge of evil remains.
It'll be remember. That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again. It'll be difficult. Remember. Not bad. A lot better than I had anticipated, at least.
Hyman almost didn't make it through. So, are we a Chris?
Don't flatter yourselves. We've only just begun. This scenario was relatively simple. In the face of a real battle, one would seldom have a chance to stop and evaluate. There's a ley line monolith just up ahead that will attract nearby monsters. True elegance is the ability to calmly yet swiftly make decisions in the heat of battle. My family set only the highest expectations for me, even as Let's proceed, shall This is the ley line monolith. Go ahead, activate it. But be careful not to get launched into the air or frozen while fighting. That would be most unsightly.
Incoming. Nowhere to hide. Speed of light.
Gather. Solidify.
Well done. And you managed to remain calm. Given such an outstanding performance, it seems there is little...
Like Paimon said,
Hold on. I was commending the Traveler's performance just now. You, on the other hand...
what? You mean
Yes, of course. You were frantically flying and dashing about throughout the entire thing. Not an elegant sight at all. Did you even listen to anything I was trying to teach you?
Hey! That's not true! Paimon was just focusing on you the whole time!
Whatever the reason, not heeding my instructions. A cause for vengeance, perhaps. Now, drink this.
Huh? What is it?
Certainly not. It's warm milk. Didn't you just say that you were freezing?
Oh!
If I wasn't. So, dear friend, don't...
Paimon knew something was off!
All in the name of vengeance. Now then,
Meow.
your training is
Муха.
you already have something in mind.
А ты-то чё начал? Господи, я выполню это задание. Нет, пожалуйста. Я устал. О, или Оля.
Oh, hey Eula. I see you've met the honorary knight.
We meet again, Amber. Seems we're just bound to run into.
Well, I just got back and was thinking about grabbing a bite at Good Hunter. But now that you're here, why don't we all eat together?
Very well. It's been some time since we've last shared a meal together. Come, take a seat. We can discuss my uncle's gift while we eat. Yes? Could you please prepare a serving of my uncle's favorite, gebratenes Fleischmis, as a gift to him later?
Coming right up. It'll take some time to prepare. I'll have it here at the counter once it's ready.
Hold on a moment. Is this satisfying salad also something that Amber ordered?
No, she didn't order it. But because she didn't order any vegetables, I thought I'd throw in a salad on the house. You know, to contrast all the meat dishes.
So, we clearly didn't order this, yet you prepared it without authorization.
You're gonna take revenge?
You should know me by now. That's the kind of villainous character I am. Well then, please wait a moment while I get the dish for your uncle started.
Delicious unauthorized delicacies.
Why would you choose gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut as a gift for your uncle? Hyman's never even heard that dish before.
This dish isn't actually on Good Hunter's menu. Only long-standing patrons such as my uncle would know about the dish. The old aristocrat seemed—
Because of the sour flavor of the sauerkraut, not too many people are fond of it these days. I guess it's become less popular over time. Eula treated me to the dish once, and I couldn't even finish a bite. I've nicknamed it gebratenes Fleisch mit.
I never expected us to have such completely different tastes in food. If I weren't in such a good mood, I'd say that constitutes grounds for transgression. Of course not. It's hard to find someone in Mondstadt that attracts contempt as much as she does.
It's fine when you're just joking between us, but I'm afraid our honorary knight might misunderstand. Eula's always talking about vengeance, but that's just how she is. It's nothing you should take too—
But I am serious, and I'll remember every transgression.
Hyman's starting to realize that Eula is actually a very good person. There's no need to be so awkward when you want to say something nice.
Listen, you've never been labeled as a social pariah, have you?
Well...
So that's why you wouldn't understand how hard it is for a bad person to try to be good. It's impossible for me, and I have no intention of acting like a good person. All right, no need to look so sullen. I'm just kidding. Come on, let's eat.
Oh, I'm stuffed. I'll see Sarah about the bill.
No need. I've left the mora under the plate. If you try to settle it with her in person, she won't accept payment for the salad. Don't underestimate my ability to exact revenge. Sarah All right. Next, you should pay my uncle a visit. He has a small camp at the top of the mountain near Springvale. He usually whiles his time away there when there's nothing else to do.
Aren't you coming with us, Eula?
I'm afraid that wouldn't be very convenient for me. It'd be better if you two went to— Ah, yes. Please do remember to pick up the dish from Sarah.
I still have more recon to do in the wilderness. Well, until next time.
Let's meet again. What an interesting bunch you are.
Here, the gebratenes Fleisch mit. And by the way,
Hyman's been meaning to ask. No one could stand the sight of Eula when she was trying to, but she seemed to get along fine with you and Amber just now.
The people of Mondstadt don't take kindly to anyone bearing the Lawrence name. They are unable to see past her family. Therefore, they don't actually see Eula for herself. So no matter what Eula tries to do, it's seen as a wrongdoing. It essentially strips the meaning of anything she tries to accomplish.
How come you're able to see Eula differently?
Well, when she joined the Knights of Favonius, it caused quite an uproar. Many people signed a petition demanding that the Knights reverse their decision. At the same time, numerous members of the Lawrence clan crowded the entrance of the Knights of Favonia's headquarters, clamoring for Eula to give an explanation.
Whoa! So both sides were unhappy.
That's right. So you can imagine how determined Eula must have been under such circumstances. But thanks to Grandmaster Varka and the unwavering attitudes of others in the Knights of Favonius, they were able to quell the unrest. In the eyes of the people, she's a stain on the Knights of Favonius. And in the eyes of the Lawrence clan, but she's simply silently helping one person after another. People like Eula should be approached with care and understanding. She could stand to be treated a little more fairly. I believe a day will come when things...
Once everything's settled...
I'm glad. Take care.
Seems to be pretty tattered, but there's a really fancy chair. Could this be another aristocratic custom?
Ah, it's you again. I thought I had rid myself of you two. A few humble words, huh? Yes, that sounds appropriate enough. Very well. I'm certainly not one to be narrow-minded. I'll overlook your previous
Wow, this guy thinks so highly of himself.
It appears I have misjudged you. Supreme brilliance. The glory of the nobility that continues to this day. A true loyalist. Impressive. My intentions were to test your humility. It appears you have become well-versed in our etiquette.
Oh, so he was testing us. Sheesh, what an ordeal.
Your conduct is satisfactory. I must say, such progress in such a short time is practically If I may ask, from whence did you learn such a civilized manner of speech? Ah, good. Very good. You are bright. And compared with the common folk of Mondstadt, you certainly have potential.
By the way, we brought a gift. Paimon means we would like to present you with a small token of our goodwill.
Could this be? Gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? It's evident that your sentiment is genuine. As a young person nowadays, only with no small effort could... It's been so long since I dug into a big, tasty... I beg your pardon. What I mean to say is, since it's... Ah, yes. This aroma. Just as I remember it. And...
Now even Paimon's starting to wonder what it tastes like.
I acknowledge your genuine goodwill. Such sincerity must certainly imply that you come bearing a request. Wait, so you've come to know of this, too? It was meant to be a family secret. Well, considering your meticulous etiquette, you must be a talent of unusual fortitude. Please, come with me. We happen to be in need of competent fellows to see some friends from a distant land. They have offered their assistance in
So he trusts us solely based on your etiquette.
Well then, let's get going, shall we?
Do you think his friends are the Fatui? Things will get sticky if the Fatui happen to recognize you. What should we do?
I'll take care of it.
Huh? Why have you put on a mask all of a sudden? Even if they are powerful, our status is much higher than theirs, and therefore we shouldn't allow them to admire our true faces so easily. I see.
Good thinking. Paimon thought for sure they'd recognize.
О, Итер опять в маске. Дайте мне этот скин, пожалуйста. Тупо маску дайте. Просто shut up and take my money.
Let's proceed, shall we? I'll introduce you as my guest.
Куда ты маску?
As you'll see in a moment, there are many already helping us. I heard that this area had already been purged once by the Knights of Favonius, but it's the only place around Mondstadt that is well concealed and spacious enough. Although it has fallen into disrepair and does not suit the tastes of the nobility, we simply have to make do for now.
Sorry, can we walk any faster?
Of course not. An aristocrat always moves with graceful steps.
Я на месте. Ага. Пришел брат, спросил, папику не звонил ли я, спросил, где мама. Они положили ключи на тумбочку и свалили. Да, ну, по-моему, брат, я от него другого не ожидал. Я весь в него иду.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Шуберт. Блин, я надеюсь, он не с футуиками разговаривал, иначе это... Ну тут герба футуй. Нет. Ну, в принципе, мне пофиг. Ой, блин. Как я не хочу с ними изражаться, с этими футуйками. Реально футуй.
Because we always see them around the city. They must be very powerful.
Huh. Nothing more than foreign ruffians with power and the ability to flaunt it. But they are favorable business partners.
Hold it right there. Who's this?
If you really must know, they're my guests. If you happen to offend them in even the slightest, you will be held accountable by the...
But this matter is of utmost secrecy. We must exercise caution.
You dare question the ways of a nobleman? I don't have time for this. Make way.
No need to sound all high and mighty like that. Fine. You may...
Fine.
But here with us, they don't dare to question you.
Of course. That is the benefit of prestige. In past times, it would be a dire offense to speak to a nobleman in such a manner. We could determine a person's fate with the blink of an eye. And such glory will return to me again before long.
Where have I seen this person before? And who, may I ask, is this? We mustn't bring just anyone in here.
This is our new ally that I've recently met. They are completely trustworthy. You have the word of the Lawrence.
Our plans are strictly confidential. It's not wise to bring in an... Furthermore, there's been word that an outlander who joined the Knights of Favonius has been very...
Don't be ridiculous. Besides, my guest is well versed in the etiquette of the nobility. The Knights of Favonius pay no regard to such details. They could never
And what about this thing?
You mean...
Enough! You dare question my word? Need I remind you who it is who has made your activity? Without the support of the Lawrence clan, you would have... You must immediately offer your sincerest apologies to my friend. You've offended their honor.
Fine. I'll take your word and make no further inquiries.
Блин, мне так жаль сейчас футуичков. Серьезно. Прям больно слушать этого из Лоренсов.
Now, to the matter at hand. Did you bring the diagram of Mondstadt's defenses as promised?
Oh, so that's what's going on here.
Yes, of course. Here it is.
Let me see. Why is it so poorly drawn?
Excuse me? I'll have you know that I went to great lengths to carefully draw this map by hand myself. That shape is the symbol of the Knights of Favonius.
I see. Crude, but I can make do. Are you able to verify that...
Of course, you needn't worry about that. Don't forget what we agreed upon. The flag of the Lawrence clan will fly above the rights to that building, as well as the whole of Mondstadt belong to the...
Yes, we will both profit from this agreement. There's no use haggling. We will make good use of the intel you provided. Also, be certain not to divulge our identity. there would be diplomatic consequences, you know.
Don't worry, this matter is only between you and I. And my new friend here. No one else will know of it. Once this is over, I shall stand atop the Favonius headquarters and rebuke their pathetic rule over Mondstadt. Then, the city and all its people will once again be under the rightful and unwavering rule of the Lawrence. Perfect. Just a...
May I remind you once again that we mustn't act rashly.
Very well.
Huh? What are you doing?
That's right! It's the Honorary Knight and their trusty companion Paimon! We're here to...
So this was all just a ploy to deceive me!
It's your own fault! Who would put so much trust in someone based...
After so much planning, this is how it ends? Huh? We'll see about that!
Just as I expected. I knew I should have never trusted these foolish aristocrats. No matter, we already have the intel we need.
They're running off in different directions. Paimon remembers that this place is a dead end. Let's take care of the Fatui first and then deal with COUB'er later.
This isn't good. Be a killjoy. Only just gather.
The door is open. Let's go.
Don't touch me! Get out of my way! I'll leave on my own!
It seems we finally caught up with you. Oh, it's you. It seems your investigation went well.
Aha! I see now. So you're the one that taught them our etiquette. And I thought you despised such pleasantry. Furthermore, there is a rule in our family. Such...
Ah, yes. Rings a bell. So what? I had no reason not to teach them.
You have brought shame to our family and ruined my plan.
I know that you poured great efforts into these plans, Uncle. But you were well aware that it was not the right thing to do. As a Knight of Favonius, I could not overlook your actions.
Knight of Favonius? Let's get one thing straight. I am your uncle, and you are a member of the Lawrence clan. You still have a chance. Defeat every Knight of Favonius. Then I shall plead with the family to spare you and give you a new beginning.
So just to be clear, you want a Knight of Favonius to attack...
I shall say this one last time. You are not a knight. The blood of the Lawrence clan flows in you.
Since when have I ever complied with the will of the family?
Why, you...
If anyone should be angry, it should be me. As a member of the Lawrence clan, you knowingly plotted against the city of Mondstadt and threatened... Had you ever stopped to consider the trouble it would bring to so many people? Had you considered how many enemies you would make, trying to keep the plans under wraps?
You dare lecture?
That's right. In the name of the family that you so dearly revere, Uncle Shoop, I've never experienced the age of glory you always speak of. And I've never understood our family's incessant pursuit of it. But I am capable of discerning right from wrong. And I deeply understand what freedom means to the people. The Lawrence clan should never and will never become what you've dreamed it to be.
Oh, the disgrace of it all! How could such a rebellious monster emerge?
Things are starting to get pretty hysterical here.
That's enough fuss for today. You two, take him away. The Honorary Knight and I have other matters to attend. Given that you've already taken action, I assume you've come across some conclusive evidence?
Paimon took a peek at their diagram. Your uncle had mapped out all of the Knight's patrol routes and marked out key information.
And there was me thinking that he was just another elder of the family. And a lazy one at that. I never suspected he could stoop this low. So, let's discuss this later. Our first priority is recovering that
Эллу дали. Ура, ура. Так, сейчас поближе сделаю. Ну, это. Я руку пошел работать. Прикольно у нее движение. А так.
I condemn you. Eye for an eye. Beg for mercy.
Чего у нее по артефактам, интересно? Все плохо. Какая древняя знать. Какая древняя знать. Ну хотя бы оружие у нее офигенное. Нормально. Так, огненного быром. Воу. Воу.
Go, Farmer, go!
Stabilize. I will have order.
Нет! Я не хотел вообще-то ультовать, ну ладно.
I condemn you. More speed. Yeah. Freeze to the core. Crush.
No excuse for slacking.
Shudder.
One with my blade.
Let the show begin.
I guess this is it.
Crush.
И чё, куда? Да, я чуть потерялся, что ли? А. Да ладно.
That's where they put the diagram!
Does here, huh? I guess there's no other option but to fight. You dare provoke me! Fatui, come forth and dispose of them!
I condemn you! Yeah! Beg for mercy. Vengeance will be mine. Crush! Beg for mercy. This must be it. They may very well have already made a copy of it. But without my uncle as their puppet, there'd be no use in them attacking the city.
The Fatui wouldn't have relied only on your uncle.
True. But if their plan had hinged purely on taking Mondstadt by force, as opposed to with the help of a puppet, they could have spared themselves the Fatui are dishonest, but they wouldn't go as far as to start an open war. Their opposition wouldn't just be Mondstadt alone. Anyway, I'll inform the acting Grandmaster. She'll know how to handle things from here.
Oh yeah! You suddenly appeared at just the right moment!
Yeah, about that. Because you stole my targets by attacking the Fatui I'd been tracking earlier. I came to exact my vengeance. You tried to do my job for me, and I'm here to return the favor.
Finally! After all this time, Paimon understands what you're saying! In reality, you sensed that something might happen to us. You were...
My purpose was vengeance. Don't twist the story. You don't look too bright, but it turns out you have a knack for scheming. And mark my words, I'll
Hey! What do you mean Paimon doesn't look too bright?
You have seeded. Even if you were to be completely destroyed, I would never forget you.
Bring it on!
I like your fighting spirit. I'll take this diagram back to the Knights of Favonius and take it from here.
Sure!
That you will. And make sure not to steal my targets next.
Зачем стол?
Osmanthus.
Let's go. Time is...
Так, все. Через 20 минут стрим с Человеком-пауком.